Unique people have it amazing. Unique people like you and me, like every single person on this planet, have this life thing so amazing. You know why? Because each and every one of us are gifted with this new sense of freedom every single day. And let me tell you more about this because if you are a unique being like me, then we. Why am I laughing? You may think. Well, this is a topic that's going to relieve you from everything that you've been feeling. If you've been feeling particularly like you aren't able to be more in a flow state in life, in whatever you're doing, or perhaps you're not being able to fully step into your authentic self and you're still trying to compare yourself and you still have that lingering feeling of am I going in the right direction or am I the person that I want to be right now? If you're just doubting yourself, I just want to prove to you that these few things that I'm going to state here are just going to make you step into your authenticity so easily that it's going to make you laugh, like how I just did. See, unique people have freedom, right? We all have freedom, but we all have different types of freedom. And we need this freedom to get us the space so that we can create what is needed for our lives because we create every single thing that we go through. And thus, we get to create what we are living through. So, to create that space, you need to first understand that that freedom comes from certain things. I'm going to be talking about those things now. So, more than discipline, more than rigidity or structure, what if you just could live not with uncertainty, but with this feeling of mist all around you? Would that spark a fear inside of you, or would that be relieving instead of structuring yourself? Because I feel like there's two types of people. The first type of people are the ones who, from birth, they are always in a flow state. They always go through life very in this manner of, oh, this happened and I'm okay and I'm going to move on. Those types of people who then get to deeply go into their own layers as they go through life. So it's a longer time span. Neither is incorrect, if you know what I mean. But the second type of people, like me, what they do is that from birth they are very disciplined, they are very organized, but as they go on in a shorter time span they are faced with immeasurable amount of challenges in their own life on how to be more in a flow state, on how to be easeful and peaceful instead of trying to compare yourself and strictly follow a routine, right? And I can say much about this type of person because I am that person. But yes, if you have any certain things that you've been experiencing from childhood, if you're the first type of people who have just been in a more ease state throughout life from childhood, I would love to hear your thoughts on this because I just think it's interesting. So, these types of people, we people, do not accept the fact that we are this type of person. So, first, I just want you to accept and see who you actually are, right? And this is just a way of categorizing things. You can be either one in either stage of your life. But all in all, I think in this digital era, we are inclined to be more disciplined. We are inclined to do more routines and be more, let's just say, hustle culture, right? Just following that is what we are striving to do. But more than that, what if we just could live with this feeling of mist? Live with this feeling of, even though I want to be disciplined right now, maybe I'm just going to sit in the fact that I am in a period of my life where everything feels foggy and I do not know if I'm going in the right direction. What if we just could ask that question? Because questions expand our consciousness on this horizon that we did not before imagine so that we can get an answer. So, the more you ask bigger questions or the deeper you ask the questions, is the more specific answer that you're going to get, which is the most specific route that you need so that you can heal from that. So, Just think of this as an initiator for you so that you can accept the fact that you're in a mist right now and not go to certain distracting mechanisms so that you can cope from the fact that you're here right now. Because either way, you're going to be here, and it's not about whether you change this or not, because certain times in our life we just have to go through it. We cannot change it, though we can tell ourselves that we are powerful and we can change everything. That's also a type of discipline thing, because life and faith and the universe all play a part in what we are experiencing, right? So it's not about everything is on you, because though it may be to a certain extent, you can't put that pressure on yourself. So just think of this as a mist and you are here. Now, as a creator, the body, the mind, and the soul have to be in alignment so that you can accelerate your journey, or accelerate the way that you get peace in the end. So, for your mind, your body, and your soul to be in alignment, what is needed to happen is that instead of being more structured, you have to accept every stage you are in, and then you have to give yourself what you need. We all know this. But the truth is, you must develop the skill of not needing answers for everything in the first place. Before you go into any sort of practice or any sort of ritual that you want to do, you have to understand that this is what you're doing, not because you are going to get an answer out of this. It's what you're doing because you think that this is a practice that will help you feel more grounded in this mist. Why not think of it like that instead of thinking of how can I go away from this? How can I push through this? How can I discipline myself through this? Why not find a certain practice that's going to help you just ground here, right? So for me, I do know that I'm going in the right direction right now with this channel, but the thing is, yes, I do not have the ideal amount of audience members, I guess, for me, so that I can tell more and expand more. Because the thing is, the more my audience grows, the more I'm able to tap into energies, right? But I also know that if I just stay here and if I just continue to commit to my creative process, which is my ritual, what will happen is I'm going to just be more practiced in my craft and more coherent with the way I bring out these messages to you. So it's going to just develop this skill of mine of being okay with sometimes being in the mist. And what that gives the universe is it tells the universe that I am okay even though I am in uncertainty and I am not fearful of this. So even though you throw more mist at me, it's not going to hinder my progress. So when you get more mist, what you can do is then you are able to transmute that, because you are not needing an answer, you're not pushing yourself through this. And what then happens is, though you may get thrown more mist, you are going to get more pain. Though that happens because you get success, because that's when you are able to find the core truth. What is that core truth? We all have different truths in ourselves, and in the midst, I just think that so many times in my life, what has happened is I have gained certain gifts from God. And let me explain about this a little bit. So there have been days where I have sat just thinking at night. And then I just get this idea, and then I just write a long, like, paragraph on my notes app, right? And these are all things that I've got not from just thinking. It's just this reflection period that I've had. And when I reflect and when I am able to like deeply think, right? What happens is I get this certain gift of not understanding myself more, though I have thought of that as just I have understood and now I can move on. Though I have thought it like that, I just think now that those gifts were so powerful for me, not because I understood them and then I understood how I could move on, but because they just gave me this sense of power to be more acceptful of my own uniqueness. So it all comes full circle. I can create this freedom, I can create this unique freedom for myself when I am able to ground in my uniqueness. And I can ground into my uniqueness when I develop the skill of not needing an answer and not needing to understand per se, but just accepting that I am this way because I have gone through this path or I'm going on this path and I am here and that's okay. So and back to that gift topic, the gifts that aren't visible, the gifts that can be felt, the gifts that can be just experienced, lived, like trust, harmony, self love, wholesomeness, like all these feelings that we get by reading a book. A perfect example, if you're a bookie, 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 a new word. If you're a bookie like me, you may understand that just by reading those pages on a book, those letters, those words, what happens is you just gain this feeling towards this character, and not even towards that character. It's just the way it's portrayed, it's the culmination of everything, it's the way it's written. It's just so delicious, right? And that's what I have felt, and that's what I have felt time to time, and maybe you have felt that too. And those, I just want to tell you, are the biggest gifts that you have ever received, because that has not made you become a better person. It has made you become more whole, it's made you become more grounded in yourself, right? It's just this concept of feeling life instead of trying to power through it. And I'm not giving you a guide on going through hustle culture and ignoring it completely, because I truly believe that if I did not have discipline, if I did not have commitment, I wouldn't be here. No one would be where they are if they did not have a certain sense of structure in their lives. But you just need to understand that pushing through a certain pivotal moment is going to be harmful if that pivotal moment is just asking you to be present, right? So I just want you to give you some beliefs or some steps, as you will, to help you ground into this mist that you're feeling. Now, the belief one: start to believe that it is normal for you and others to behave uniquely. We all know that society has a certain way that we have to act, or society judges us for acting a certain way. Instead of that, let's reroute that a bit and let's understand that perhaps it's also normal for us to act uniquely. And I think, being in a village right now and also have lived in a city, what happens is there is a certain limitation of the number of characters that you're going to meet on a day to day basis. And what happens is you're just limited to a certain mindset that everyone else is following. But you can change the way you see the world, and then the people that you see also change in your eyes. So the more you are able to see good, you are able to be more good, you're able to be more yourself, right? So believe that those people are acting uniquely, and that is normal. Instead of thinking that, oh, they are conforming to the society, they are trying to be more, if they are trying to fit in more, they are trying to do that more, they're trying to do this more, they're trying to seek attention, they're being a pick me. Instead of criticizing them for the way that they are performing, criticize them for the way that they are living, such that it is pertaining to their unique nature. And then you are also going to pertain to your unique nature, because then your brain thinks that this is normal and this is okay. Because if it's not normal, then that is going to be that trigger for you, and that's going to tell you that you cannot be unique. These people are like this, I have to also be like that. Why not just think that these people are not like that? That simple. That's the first belief. So then you do not judge based on conformity. Conformity. The second belief: do not underestimate the magic real connection can have. And this is why I laughed. Because even if it requires patience and you being in the fog most of the times to truly step into who you are, truly talk to nature, talk to your friends, be more genuine, be more loving, be more caring, accept everyone, even if it requires time to build real connections with people and with yourself, just trust and do not underestimate that this is any less magical than a certain fantasy that you have. Because we get this sense of imagination and fantasies from different media we consume, like books, dramas, and anything of that sort, right? But honestly, I think the same amount of magic can also be experienced in our own lives. We just have to see that. So, and if you can't see that, yes, you can't see that in the fog, you will see that. You will see that as you go on this journey of believing that you do not underestimate the magic anymore. So stop underestimating the magic that real connection can have, because I just think it changes you. So instead of thinking that this is fantastical and this cannot happen, be a little bit delusional. Look at everything as magic in your real life more than what you're thinking about. And as you ground into the magic that is in your real life, you are able to be more not in the fog, well, in the fog, but not just consumed by it. Instead, you are consuming it, if you will. So, in the end, what you can do is just see what happens. See what happens after you believe that you are okay to be unique, that you are okay to not have answers for everything. And once you are able to believe that and be present with that, I think it's going to change things for you. I think it's going to change things for me. So we'll be able to go on this journey together. Thank you for listening to me. This is the way that you're going to align your body, mind, and soul. It's so simple, right? Honestly, these beliefs and these ways of just thinking and gaining things from that, it's so simple, but it's also so magical as well. It's so real. And I think that's what tells us more than anything that delusional isn't really a thing. Because I do think that this way of us just talking is just so, it's so transformative, right? And if you have the guts to actually do the shit, I think it's going to be transformative in your physical reality as much as it was transformative to just receive this gift of this initiator of trusting where you are right now more. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you whenever I get such things that I can put into a video and tell you about again.